have a new book to help voters. So it is Our Time Is Now. You want to tell everybody about that? So that's going to help people with the voting process also.
Absolutely. Thank you. Our Time Is Now is a book I started writing early in 2019 in the wake of not only my election, but in the wake of the voter suppression that happened here and around the country. And so the first half of the book talks about the history of voter suppression, but how we fight back. But I also spend a lot of time talking about the instruments of justice, like the census. The US Census is something we tend to take for granted as an annoyance. It's just accounting. But really what it is, it's an analysis of power. When you participate in the census, you not only tell people where you are, you tell them what you need. And the undercount that happens in the census means that the very communities that need the help the most don't get the financial resources they're entitled to, but they also don't get the political power.
Yeah. How do you think Joe Biden has been handling everything in the past few months?
I have been exceptionally impressed by his willingness to listen, his willingness to go into spaces that may not always be comfortable, but more importantly, to be accountable, to say the things that are hard and harsh, the things that may cost him some votes, because he knows that what he's standing for is the principle of who we are as Americans. And his willingness to anger some in order to empower all is exactly what we need in a leader.
Yep. So true. It's exciting to think that your name is on the short list for vice president. Are you excited?
I have been very candid about the fact that if somebody liked me, I'd be happy to like them back. I think, unfortunately,
Right.
Early on, I was a few weeks ago, I started talking. I went on a few television shows, but people missed my point. I was trying to help families that weren't getting their stimulus checks. I live in a state where the governor was trying to kill us by reopening the state too quickly. And so they missed the first 2/3 of what I said and focused on the last piece. But that said, I think Vice President Biden knows who he needs as a partner, and he's going to follow the process of his experience, and he's going to decide who he needs. And I'm honored to even have my name included in the mix.
Do you know? I mean, I was hoping he would have announced by now. Do you know anything about when he's going to announce?
He has said that he intends to make a decision by August, and that's in keeping with the timing of the convention, which is pretty normal. But again, I think what we need to remember is that this is an incredibly important decision. He has a lot to consider. He has a really smart team, but this is a really smart man who's done the job. He's going to know what he needs, and we all look forward to finding out what he decides.
Yep, I bet you do. I bet you do look forward to it. Well, Stacey's book is called Our Time. It's Our Time Is Now, and it's out now. You're marvelous, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. And I look forward to talking to you again as we get closer to the election.
Or maybe Madam Vice President.
Or maybe calling you Madam Vice President next time.
I just think of you as the bookstore owner who made me laugh for a number of years when I used to watch your show. I'm the daughter of a librarian from Gulfport, Mississippi, and I knew you were from Metairie, Louisiana. And when you started the Ellen show, it was the most fun. So it's my pleasure to get to be here.
Oh, thanks. Well, my aunt was an English teacher. She lived in Pass Christian, Mississippi. So I used to go there all the time. Well, thank you again. And I'm honored that you used to watch my sitcom. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Take care.